Back on the program is Susie Sampson. You may remember her from, I think it was the Republican or Democratic National Convention. She joined us pre-election, and she is now back. Susie Sampson is a reporter for the Tea Party, and she is a very strong advocate for her cause. Susie, it's great to have you here, and I want to talk about the Tea Party boycott of Fox News. Now, there's a lot of Tea Partiers are now saying Fox News has become too liberal to have the support of the Tea Party. It seems to me that there is a lot of trouble brewing within the Republican Party if the primary media outlet of that party now is losing the support of the Tea Party, which they claim is about 20% of the viewership. Do you support the boycott?
Absolutely, I support the boycott. I think we should be there every day. I think it should be Occupy Fox News and then kick out all those liberals and have the conservatives camping out outside.
What is liberal about Fox News that makes the Tea Party say it is not representative of Republican values?
Well, I mean, at this point, Megyn Kelly is borderline socialist. The way she spoke, I mean, obviously, I'm not a fan of Karl Rove these days, but the way she spoke to him with that sass and attitude and the way her co-anchor, laughed. I mean, that man, those white teeth and that fake tan, I'm telling you, reminds me of Speaker Boehner, another, GOP rhino, if you will.
But hold on a second. I mean, I understand what you're saying about Karl Rove. I don't like Karl Rove either, but
Oh, we have something in common.
thank you. But doesn't the Republican Party need to recognize that Karl Rove took hundreds of millions of dollars for different candidates in the 2012 election? He basically is batting zero with those, and that it's perfectly fair to question. Even it would actually be evidence that Megyn Kelly wants Republicans to do well if she's questioning Karl Rove about what he did in the 2012 election. Wouldn't you support that if you want Republicans to do better? Or is the Tea Party just no longer concerned with the broader Republican Party at all?
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Now, I recently went to CPAC, the greatest gathering of patriots in favor of freedom I have ever seen. And let me tell you, and I did a video there, by the way. And it was very clear that we are the future, and we are our own party, if you will.
Yeah, but it really doesn't seem that way. I mean, look, a lot of Tea Partiers got elected under the auspices of being part of the Tea Party back in 2010. By 2012, a ton of them had been voted out altogether, like Alan West and a number of others. The ones who didn't get voted out have basically just become absorbed into the mainstream Republican Party. I just don't understand if you don't even have Fox News on your side as the Tea Party. What do you have? You don't have public opinion. You don't have even the right-wing media at this point. I just don't understand what the end game is, Susie.
See, have we ever cared about the facts? No. So, I mean, just because the facts seem to be on your side, or at least the things you're saying, has no bearing on my brain and the brain of my fellow conservatives. Just because people are saying we need to be more liberal, and just because they say Mitt Romney lost the presidency, of course, heavy on the say, but just because they said it doesn't mean any of it's so. We in the Tea Party believe that we are the future. Rick Santorum, I don't know. I see him running in 2016, 2020, 2024.
Yeah. Do you really believe, though, that the 2012 election is in question in some way? I mean, Mitt Romney, because of polls that we now know were completely biased, thought, I guess, that he had an actual chance of winning the 2012 election. It's been widely shown that it was the polling that was wrong. But does the Tea Party contend? Do you contend that the problem is some kind of foul play or something that Mitt Romney actually did win the 2012 election?
Well, I think that this is not new news, so, read up, sir. But I think that generally speaking, Ohio, I think Karl Rove still thinks it's still in question. And, Florida, it's always a tricky one. So you never know.
Okay.
We like to believe that maybe there was some foul play in mind.
What particular issue, beyond just being mean to Karl Rove, is an issue where Fox News is just not up to speed with the Tea Party point of view? Because so far all you've said is Megyn Kelly was mean to Karl Rove, which, okay, I guess that's interesting. But if you only have Fox News even remotely on your side,
No.
what else have they done? What issues do you disagree with Fox on?
Well, a big one is immigration, right? I mean, as Ann Coulter said, she says no amnesty, and that is the feeling of a lot of my fellow patriots. That's a
Right.
big one. They're just opening up those borders, loosening the rope, if you will.
How exactly has that happened? How exactly has President Obama loosened the borders?
Well, we don't know, and it's part of his larger conspiracy, we think. So I'm sure it's happening. Again, we don't really rely on facts.
Right.
We rely more on our feelings and our
Susie,
emotions.
I'm getting the point that I'm getting the idea that a lot of the things that the Tea Party believes, you believe them simply because you haven't looked up information on the internet that shows you that you're wrong. That's not really proof of anything, is it?
Oh, I'm sure I can find some articles that say I'm right. Don't you fret. Don't you worry. There are some great conservative media and bloggers out there that are telling the truth.
All right. Well, the boycott of Fox News continues by the Tea Party because Fox News is too liberal. We've been speaking with Susie Sampson. She's a reporter for the Tea Party. You can check her out on YouTube at youtube.com/Tea Party Report. I think a visit to that website will probably shed a lot more light onto this interview. Ms. Sampson, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Have a good one.